Hey, what's going on, guys? Money Making Joey back here doing another video for you guys. And in today's video, we are going to be speaking about one of the best options I think are out there for a lot of newbies looking to get into the rideshare industry, driving for Uber and Lyft. Now, over the next couple of days, I'm going to be releasing a few different videos on my channel because I believe that a big hurdle for a lot of newbies out there trying to figure out what is the best vehicle option out there for them. And along the way, inside of your journey, I'm going to be honest, you guys are probably going to try a few different things. Now, this video is coming from someone who's been in the rideshare industry for just about 6 years. If this is your first time seeing me here on YouTube, do definitely go ahead and get subscribed to the channel, as I like to make helpful videos all the time for everyone out there that's currently driving Uber or Lyft, or thinking about getting involved, whatever the case may be. So now, when you're inside of the rideshare industry, you do have the responsibility of providing the vehicle, whether that be you're going to rent a vehicle, you're going to go out and finance a vehicle, or you're going to go out and pay for this vehicle flat out cash. I have been in situations where I have done all three, and I'm going to let you guys know. What I am going to show you guys here in this video, in my all honest opinion, is probably going to be the best option for you guys. Now, here you guys see me down in the corner, and up here on the screen, I am actually on a public auto auctions website. Now, this one in particular, I used to frequent back when I used to flip cars. I never had a dealer's license, but every now and then you're allowed to go, buy three cars and flip them per year. And that was something that I did some time ago. So I am personally familiar with this auction. So to kind of sum it up for you guys, out of those three different options that you have, I really believe that the best option that you can go with in order to be, I guess you could say, the most profitable that you can actually be in the rideshare industry, it's actually going to be if you go ahead, don't rent, don't finance, actually just go out and buy yourself a vehicle physically in cash. And the reason why I say going to, the local auction, now these auctions, they have them all over the place. No matter what city, what town you're in, you guys can go to Google and do some research and you will find them in your area. In my area in particular, I know of three that they actually have, and what we have pulled up on the screen is actually just one of them. Now, the reason why I like this the most, now you could go, to a dealership and pay cash. You can go on, Facebook Marketplace, whatever the case may be. The reason why I like the public auto auction the most is due to the fact that typically when you go here and you buy vehicles, this is where the actual dealers go. Anyone looking to, buy a car and flip it, this is where they're actually going. When we went here, we would get cars easy, like between $4,000 and $6,000 under Blue Book value than they were actually worth. I'll give you guys an example. I believe this was back in 2015. We bought it was actually a 2009 Acura TL. So this car in particular was 6 years old, and the Blue Book on this car was $16,000. We got this car out of the auction. It really didn't need a lot of work. It was in good condition for $9,500. There was some dealer fees, and I believe after the fees were actually around $10,200. And that's a great deal for a car that, if you had have actually went to the dealership and bought it, you would have spent $16,000. And plus, if you had to finance that vehicle, you would have been in a situation where now you're paying interest on top of that $16,000 as well. Now, when you're using your vehicle as a business, driving on the road, even if it's 40 hours a week, 70 hours a week, whatever the case may be, those payments that you're making to the finance company every single month get deducted. Overall, you really have to do the math. And I know that there's some of you out there that you might be financing at a good interest rate. Let's hypothetically say 6% or lower. That's where I was at. On the flip side of the coin, I know that there's some people out there that have some horrible finance agreements, and you're somehow paying 200% interest on that vehicle. You're paying $700 a month. When you actually tally up and pull out the calculator and do the mathematics on those numbers compared to what I'm actually about to show you, I don't know why you would actually want to do that. Now, I am actually logged into my account for this specific auto auction. Now, they do this auction every week, every Monday. So I can now go in here and I can see that tomorrow on January 29th, they have all of these different cars available for auction. Most of them, will have the picture. Now, we do not know how much these cars are actually going to go for, but when you guys do some research and you pull up, your local auction, you'll be able to see, something very similar to this. Once you create an account with them, you do also have the ability to see the results from past auto auctions. So this is kind of the meat of what I actually wanted to show you guys, because once you come up here to the website, you really want to think about some great cars that you can actually get for rideshare. Like having black is definitely a good option. Having, some extra leg space. I believe it's like, I forget what the requirements are. You guys might want to look into that. And then if you're buying like an SUV, it's a 7-passenger. That would actually also, be a plus and get you guys some money. Now, what I also want to show you guys is you don't really even need to have a lot of money, to go over here, and actually find something. Now, I want to actually scroll down just a tad bit here, because basically what we're looking at right now is not the cars that are going to be coming up for auction tomorrow. These are the cars that were in the prior week's auction, and this is how much they actually sold for. Like you had a 2020 Chevy Camaro go for $19,900, and then you had this beat up 2005 Chevy go for $950. Now, I want to give you guys a great example here, because I want to find something that you guys could kind of work, for rideshare here. Let's go to the next page here. And as I'm scrolling, you guys can kind of look, the sold prices, are actually listed here as well on these vehicles. And also, one thing that's actually perfect about these auctions as well, I wouldn't recommend coming here if you're looking for a newer vehicle, but if you find something, here in this stack for, like a 2012, 2014, or whatever the case may be, it could actually turn out pretty good for you guys. And right here, this could actually be a good one. This one is actually a newer one, considered a 2017 Ford Fusion. Some of you guys would actually use this for rideshare. It sold for $8,900. Let's pull it up here and, kind of go through some pictures. It's black. That's a plus for rideshare. Doesn't really look to be in too bad condition. Now, I am not going to check the KBB, but if you guys are interested, go ahead and check the KBB, Kelley Blue Book, on a 2017 Ford Fusion, and let me know what you guys come back with compared to this sold price of $8,900. So we're going to use this as an example here, because now, if you guys are good with mathematics, I don't even really need to tell you. You guys can go ahead and crunch the numbers on yourself. Let's hypothetically say you go over to a dealership and you find this vehicle on the lot for $13,000, you go ahead and you get into a finance agreement. Let's say you have so-so credit and you get a 20% interest rate. They slap you with a payment of $400 and something for 7 years. Do that car payment times 12 times 7. Let me know what you come back with, as opposed to now you doing whatever it is that you need to do to stack your money up, get a loan, whatever the case may be. If you got a high credit limit, you go in here and you get this car for $8,900, and then you hit the road with Uber or Lyft and you grind it out 70 hours per week. You could actually easily make the money back that you spent at the auction for the car within 2 months, and then now that car is fully clear and paid off. The only thing that you have to do is pay the insurance on that vehicle, and you're good to go. I just want to make you think, and that was just a tad bit of food for thought for you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys have found value from it, and get subscribed to the channel if you haven't done so already. Money Making Joey, I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next one.